Hello, my name is Ryan Baim, and for my final project, I'm going to be talking about TeamStream and create a social media community management guidelines for the app. So before I get into the presentation, I want to give everyone a little background about TeamStream. So TeamStream is an app that is powered by a sports reporting firm called Bleacher Report, which is currently owned by Turner Sports. So Turner, for example, owns the television broadcasts as TBS and TNT, for example. A quick overview is TeamStream helps sports fans keep in touch with their favorite teams and also sports. You can pick your favorite teams and topics from the app. You can open the app also to overview everything that's happening to your team and or sport that you like to follow. You can even personalize your app to pertain to what you want to view, so such as all your favorite players, your favorite sports teams, your favorite sports, etc. Also, TeamStream provides articles straight from Bleacher Report and are handpicked by Bleacher Report editors to give the best sports sources across the web. And also, TeamStream gives users alert notifications for breaking stories and news as that pertains to players and also pertains to score updates for certain sports teams and just sporting news in general and trending topics. So getting into the community management goals, I established 6 goals right off the top of the bat that I feel a TeamStream should follow that they can greatly benefit from. So first is listen. So always listen to what your consumers have to say first, whether it be a review about a site, whether it be a tweet about their service. Always listen to what the consumers and users have to say about the app itself. 2 is voice, so set the tone. So when you're responding, you represent Bleacher Report and TeamStream, so you want to state the tone of who you are, and also that kind of coincides with number 3, ethos. Remind people why they're here. Why are you here to view the app? Why are you here to use it? 4, reputation. Create credibility and trust between customers and the company. So that goes again with customer service, with responding to consumers. Number 5 is communication. So we want to outline user-to-user ideal interactions. So that goes along with community service and management as well, such as reaching out to consumers via social media and how you go about it. And number 6 is disputes. So you want to guide conflict resolution. So if there's any conflicts or disputes that's happening within consumer responses, you want to handle the situation in a professional and timely manner. Now, TeamStream you don't get a lot of requests about users talking about the app, and there's a lot that can go wrong, such as like long lag fees and whatnot. So a listening plan is huge when looking out for customers, especially with community management. So number 1, you want to determine your audience. So once an organization has determined whom to target, it's critical to understand where to engage them online. A common misperception is that social networks are the same and therefore everyone is the same platform. Audience and location are the foundations for a listening strategy. Thus, step 1 is to know who your audience is and where to find them. So number 2 is to identify the influencers who you want to promote your product or service. So when identifying the influencers, this is where social analytics can come into play. So through social analytics, an organization can determine which individuals are sharing content and links and their sentiment about it. So their sentiment score, is it good, neutral, negative, whatnot. And just to go about that, Facebook and Twitter are likely places that influencers and target audience frequently, just because of the high reach those social media network sites have. And for example, if you were tracking a Java programmer, for example, a Java blog and community forums would provide a strong platform for listening. So that's just an example off of social media as well. Number 3 is know the keywords and trends. So determine the topics that are most important to you, to your business, and identify them as potential keywords. So then, through listening, establish if that is the language your audience is interested in. So that can go through like looking through trending topics, hashtags and whatnot, so that social media has created it easily for trending topics to be established on news feeds. So that's an easy way for businesses to look at what their target audience likes and then determine what type of influencers and how they should go about communicating to their target audience and consumers. 4 is, after all steps 1, 2, and 3 are complete, is form a social business strategy. So an organization's social business strategy should address the goals and approaches that the company will take. So relevancy and reputation management should be part of the goals. How many times are you mentioned? And then like for whatnot, in what context, by what audience? You can influence this by listening to other things your audience cares about and relating to their needs. So secondly, you also want to determine how do you set up your organization to both listen and brainstorm changes based off these listening feedback. Now determine how will TeamStream find social media influencers. So based off that, I determined you should define desired qualities. First is relevance, the content the influencers are sharing relevant to your business. The reach, which determines the number of people you could potentially reach through the influencer's follower base that would bring value to your business. And number 3 is resonance, defined by the engaging with valuable audience through relevant content. So how will TeamStream go about selecting a social media influencer? So they should select in my opinion, they should select a famous athlete and celebrity that shares the same voice as the business. As the business. So for this case, I felt the best example of this could be Charles Barkley. So Charles Barkley is a former NBA basketball player who is a current NBA analyst and commenter on TNT for primetime NBA games, especially in playoffs. He also covers NCAA March Madness. And I feel this is a great way to market the app and a great way to advertise it with a great athlete and a likable television personality. And it'll make it even easier for TeamStream to get Charles Barkley to become an influencer, because he already works under TNT, which is part of Turner Sports, which owns Bleacher Report and which owns TeamStream, the app, which is basically Bleacher Report on the mobile or tablet device. So what should TeamStream plan to do, ask Charles Barkley to do in this case? So I felt that the best way, in a unique way, to go about influence for an influencer to promote TeamStream is to utilize Snapchat. Through many reports and studies, it is found to be one of the top increasingly popular social media platforms for the past couple years. And to support my facts, I got all this from Media Kicks as a source. So from May 2015 to present, Snapchat's daily video views have grown 350% in 8 months. So that's 2 billion from May 2015 and 7 billion at any start of the month. At a linear growth rate of 44% each month, Snapchat will break 10 billion daily videos views in February. So throughout 2015, Snapchat was already amongst the top 13 U.S. apps downloaded overall, and oftentimes a top 3 app for the most downloaded U.S. photo and video app. And announced earlier in January 2016, Snapchat is closing in on a much larger rival, Facebook, with 7 billion mobile video views each day from its 100 million daily users. So although Snapchat counts video views that are less than 1 second, the viewers must press play to see the content. So after saying that, I feel that Charles Barkley will be able to utilize the TeamStream's official Snapchat account for the duration of the NCAA tournament and NBA playoffs. The reason why I did that is because I felt like a year would be too long to utilize this app, because you want to do short form versus long form. And March Madness, which is the NCAA men's basketball tournament for college basketball, starts in March, and then after the tournament ends, a week or two after the NBA playoffs start. So I think that would be a great way to expose TeamStream. And what better way to do that than use one of the top grossing and popular social media networks that are doing so. Charles Barkley will be in charge of posting daily posts during commercial breaks while on set on TNT for NBA and also March Madness. He will also video behind the scenes at sporting events during video behind the scenes at sporting events sponsored by TeamStream. And he also will create nationwide/global contests to help promote the company. So this is how TeamStream is going to go about process of responding to consumers who reach out to them via social media. So first, I want to establish that TeamStream is going to have a 24/7 online and is open online and by phone 24/7. The reason being is they'll be able to keep track of all sporting events during a 24-hour frame, and then all comments will then be able to be responded within the 24-hour frame to ensure customer satisfaction. And the types of customer service for responding. So there's 3 categories I categorized the way consumers respond. It could be a positive, neutral, or negative comment. So for positive commentary and reinforcement is when customers reach out by compliment products or service, and then customer service reaches back to thank the respondent. Neutral inquiries that require factual response is when customers inquire about specific questions and customer service replies with factual answers. Now, for negative commentary requiring response to repeated usage, issues are communicated to trained community managers who understand the issue and can provide satisfactory solution. Excuse me. So, TeamStream response script for positive feedback. So, I gave three questions and 3 answers of like how TeamStream customer service and management should respond to these questions. So first statement was, at TeamStream, I love your app. It is very visual appealing and easy to use. The response would be, dear so-and-so, whoever the user is, thank you for the feedback. Bleacher Report takes pride in providing customers easy and convenient access to all sports feedback and updates. So we're just reinforcing how we want to create a positive environment for our consumers and how we care about them, and we want them to have the best user experience while using the app. You also want it not too long, as it is a social media post, so the shorter and sweet the better for responding. Number 2, at TeamStream, great usability and very user-friendly. Response, dear so-and-so, thank you for your comment. Bleacher Report takes pride in TeamStream app as it provides users with a great design and to use structure to view sports updates 24/7. So we are reiterating that TeamStream is very happy that they're utilizing their app and will be their main source and reliable for 24/7 sports updates. Third statement, at TeamStream is the best way to keep track of sports of all my best way to keep track of all my sports at once. So the response would be, dear blank, thank you so much for your response. Bleacher Report is very happy to have you as a loyal customer and represent you as your main sports update source. So just reiterating how we are very glad that they are utilizing our app versus others, and we're proud to be their main source for sports updates and content. So now we're going to talk about response script for neutral feedback / questions. So first question would be, at TeamStream, when were you guys established? So the response would be, dear blank, Bleacher Report was established in 2007 under Turner Sports. We launched our TeamStream app in 2012, providing users 24/7 updates on their desired sports information. So we gave them a brief history lesson about what the company is all about, and we want to reassure them that we're a 24/7 service that gives live streams and updates on their desired sports content. Number 2, at TeamStream, why should I utilize your app versus ESPN?